Hello, everybody. Well, this is the last week that last day we have this week with Pastor Akinmola from Georgia, from Atlanta, Georgia. Now, Pastor Bank, you are here to attend this History Makers training. Why do you think people who are watching us should or must make time to attend a training like this, or just to come even to the Ukraine to see? Why do you think? What are the arguments you have why you think people should set things apart to try to make it to come to the Ukraine or to attend one of these trainings?
I think people should come because the History Makers training is an opportunity for people's life to be impacted in a way that they can never dream or imagine. Now, when you told me in April that this training was the method through which these ministries were developed among the saints here, I heard you, but I'll be honest with you, I did not know what to expect.
I see.
But upon arrival, from the very first lesson about when you began to share about what the persecution has taught you, and you gave me the statistics that you came to realize that only 5% of the people in the congregation were living based on eternal values, that resonated deep in my spirit, because then I said, wow, now I know why those guys in Atlanta have not been responding. Because if this man...
So it's not just me?
Yes, of course it's not just you. Because the people, they're hearing you, they come, but nothing's happening. They're not changing. They're getting divorced, they're getting drunk, they're smoking, everything's still going on. The usual worldly, earthly life continues. And then you gave us the method of how to change those numbers and make things happen. Man, that was key. It was life-changing. Life-changing, so that we don't have to go back to continue to do church the way we used to do it. You gave us a lot of keys. Life is predictable. And it's true. I've said it now over and over and over. It is predictable. There's no doubt about that. And unfortunately, the people that do not have the message, that's using the method, is getting the result. Unfortunately, because life is predictable.
Life is predictable.
So it works for them. On the other,
principles work everywhere.
It works everywhere. So yeah, it was a life-changing, life-transforming. It gave me ministry in a totally new perspective. And since then, we've been able to go back and develop more on what you gave us. Now that's the beauty. You give us the seed. Now we've gone beyond that to germinate and develop that. And even some of the guys that came with me on that trip, they've not been the same. See, it's not just me. Everybody's affected. Joseph is back with me on this trip. Derek has gone back to Atlanta. Ran away from a job for 21 years. Do you know what that means? This guy has a wife and 3 children and walked away from 21 years of employment because he can never be the same. So it works across the board. It doesn't matter who you are. If you come and subject yourself to that training, your thinking will never be the same. You discover that there's a lot more in you than you thought or imagined.
When people say, who have attended a training, when they say that is the most life-transforming Christian event in their lives since they got saved.
Yes.
Could you relate to that?
Yes, I can. Because like I said to you, I've been ministering for many years. And ministry has gotten to a point where it became a routine, a ritual, a drudgery, something you just, oh man, do I need to do this again today?
We've seen it all.
We've seen it. There's just, the motivation is gone. The thrill is no longer there. It just became like a job, if you will.
Okay.
Yes. But coming gave a resurrection to the original passion that was there at the beginning. And now you have something to run with and you have something to run for. That is key. For. That to know now that every potential person that's listening to me has a promised land that I have helped them discover.
Wow.
And help them to facilitate.
Brilliant.
And help to release them into it.
Brilliant.
Oh, I pray God for more 100 years so I can do it all.
My God.
It makes all the difference in the earth. It makes all the difference.
Do you mean this training could also be some of the most impactful days in the life of anybody that will attend it?
Anybody. Like I told you, Joseph Andrews is changed. Derek Oladokun is changed. Sharon Akinmola is changed. It's not just me as a preacher. Anybody. In fact, I think the greatest disservice we can give is to just think only preachers benefit from this. No. This is a life-changing. It helps anybody understand how to manage their life and be better equipped in whatever area of calling you are in, whether you're a doctor, engineer, businessman. It gives you the discipline you need to manage your time and your life in a very productive manner. Absolutely.
Unbelievable. Thank you so much. It's been an awesome week. Thank you so much for this week, and thank you for opening your heart and for sharing with our viewers. And thank you everybody for being with us this week. Next week we'll be back with another very interesting guest. God bless you.